Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Josie's Point of View, where we focus on human interest stories from the Carolinas and beyond. Today it's Saturday and it's June the 26th, 2021. Thank you so much for tuning in. Well, there has been so much going on around town lately, and just as I was about to bring you one of our major news stories, my computer crashed and it was a total loss. So after 2 weeks of trying everything I could think about, trying to get individuals to save the data on my hard drive, which did not work in my favor, I've learned a very important lesson, which is to always back up your hard drive. But the one good thing about life is that you can always start over. So we've got a new laptop and it's time to get back to work. And our story today takes us to Fort Bragg in North Carolina. Take a look at the headline. And it reads, 3 paratroopers dead in 7 days on Fort Bragg. I'll provide you with a summary here, and as always, I'll place links to a few of the full articles in the description box. So let me begin with a Fort Bragg announcement on Monday, June the 14th. It was a news release stating that 2 paratroopers were found unresponsive in their barracks and they were pronounced dead at the scene. This happened on Friday, June the 11th, and we found out about it on the 14th, which was the Monday after it happened. And as you already know, a lot of details is never provided with any of the announcement, but Fort Bragg was actually quite forthcoming this time, and they did indicate what they believe to be a major contributing factor to the sudden death of those soldiers, and I'll get back to that in just a few minutes. The 2 dead paratroopers were identified as Specialist Joshua Diamond, age 35 of Plymouth, Mass., and he's to my right. And the second is Private First Class Matthew Disney, age 20, from Aberdeen, Maryland. He's wearing the Class A uniform. Both men were field artillery radar operators assigned to the 319th Airborne Field Artillery Regiment of the 2nd Brigade Combat Team. Now, both of these men were fairly new to the military and to the Fort Bragg community. Diamond, he arrived at Fort Bragg in 2018, and he was deployed to Iraq last year. And PFC Disney arrived last year, so he's been here for just about a year. Now, a spokesperson from the Fort Bragg did say that they suspected illicit drug use was involved in the death of these soldiers. Now, let me say with conviction, Fort Bragg would never say something like that unless they had substantive information that it was true. However, they also said they are working to identify what specific drugs were used and whether other soldiers were involved. And as we're still trying to come to grasp with the sudden death of these 2 young soldiers, we learned that another soldier, another Fort Bragg paratrooper, was killed, and this time it was in a crash on base in a training accident. It was reported that this young man, 21-year-old Army Corporal Mahave Littlejohn, was killed and 2 other soldiers were injured in a crash while they were en route to a training exercise on the base. It was reported they were in a military vehicle when the accident occurred, and it does appear that Corporal Littlejohn was the person who was driving. As already mentioned, 2 additional soldiers were injured, and as always, Fort Bragg has indicated that the entire accident is still under investigation. Corporal Littlejohn was a paratrooper working as a horizontal construction engineer assigned to the 161st Engineer Support Company, 27 Engineer Battalion. He was a native of Roseville, Michigan, graduated from Roseville High School class of 2018. He played football in high school, and as a competitive bodybuilder, he completed several Ironman competitions. He entered the Army in 2019, and after completing his basic training in AIT at Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri, he then was assigned to Fort Bragg, and this was his first military assignment. I was able to find out that Corporal Littlejohn will be buried on next Thursday, which is Thursday, July the 1st, 2021, in his hometown of Michigan. Now, Specialist Joshua Diamond, he was buried on yesterday, which was June the 25th, 2021, in his hometown of Sagemore, Mass. And PFC Disney, he will be buried today, which is Saturday, June the 26th, in his hometown of Aberdeen, Maryland. You know, there's a lot that can be said right here, looking at these three faces, but I think it's important to recognize the time and place of your comments. So right now, what I want to do is to acknowledge the lives that were lost, 3 lives lost at Fort Bragg in 1 week, to acknowledge there are lots of family members who are out there grieving, and to send them our prayers and our condolences, and everything else can wait for another discussion. And that's all I have for you right now. Feel free to leave me a comment below and let me know what you think about this video. And by all means, feel free to like and to share it. And if you haven't done so already, I want to invite you to subscribe to my channel by clicking on that red subscribe button on the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. And if you click on this notification bell right here, you'll be the first to know whenever a new video is uploaded. I thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.